Hello and welcome to the club. I'm your host, Mars. This is the Upper 90 Club, a roundtable podcast where friends discuss the Columbus Crew. On this episode, we're going to do our Leagues Cup preview. We're going to do some thoughts and players. We're going to read the internet, and we're going to do our predictions for our first match against Sporting Kansas City here in the knockout round of the 2024 second inaugural Leagues Cup. With me in the club are Ben.
Woo! Leagues Cup.
Woo! Man, that was so loud. Am I turned up more? Okay.
Similar to the intro.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys.
Hello.
Ben, Trey, and Haas. Say hey, guys.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mars.
Hello.
Good. So we're starting to think about playing another game with some stakes here. Those being, I guess, if we were to win 5 consecutive games, we could get a Champions Cup berth next year and maybe strengthen our position for the last remaining Club World Cup spot that's open for next summer. But it's been a while since we played a real game here, and we finally found out who our opponent is, Sporting Kansas City, who came in second in their group.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, what you guys been up to? You do anything fun this weekend?
I played a rock show with friends, and guess who came to town?
Santa?
Santa.
I did.
Mars came in hot.
I made it to the show. Haas did not. It was too difficult for him to make it out.
Yeah.
I
I'd
heard
golf
that he
the
had
next
planned
morning.
to go.
I had
golf the
golf.
next morning. Sorry, I don't come from generational wealth, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, you're both from Dublin, so.
I'm not much of a golfer, but yeah, I was in town for a family reunion shindig thing on Saturday, and I wasn't sure if I was going to make the show, so I didn't actually tell anyone that I was going to go. But
You surprised everybody. And
surprised
surprisingly, everyone knew who you were.
yeah, it was incredible.
It was insane.
It's a great reunion.
Had you
The
even
show
hinted,
was awesome.
Had you hinted, I wouldn't have hesitated.
Well, he hinted. He said he might come.
I said it on the show. I was like, oh, maybe I'll try and make that.
Yeah.
I was looking at
But
something else.
Yeah. Okay.
The Olympics?
And I listened to it afterwards and still didn't catch it. So
Okay. All right. Well,
You only
anyway,
only listen back to yourself
Show
talking.
was
You're
great.
like, I love the way
show
I
was
sound.
great. I miss my Columbus music scene. It was great to see some live music and yeah, a bunch of old friends too. So that was fun.
It was a very old duty show. Also, shout out Rex. Rex was there. I should have introduced you, but I mean, you showed up like right as we started to play, and then I think Rex and Lady bailed right after. But
Oh,
Rex is the
all right.
OG.
Nice.
He pulls up.
Like ships passing in the night. Trey, what about you?
I don't remember.
What were you doing on Friday night?
I did not know there was a show that people and my friends were going to. So
supplies.
Well, we started at
it's not like we worked together, Ben.
It was so
11:30.
late. It was so late.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. You knew about it because
Okay.
that's the reason why Haas didn't go. Is like
Well,
normally ever since post COVID, shows start at 9, and it's like, all right, sweet.
I'm going to jump in.
Like I'm gonna go see
with
this
with
but-
Haas in this one. Had I had any inclination that Mark was going to be there, I would have been there.
yeah.
Sorry, guys. So I'll just say this: I didn't leave Chicago till like 1:30 Central. I had 2 kids with me, and I kind of said to myself, like, if I can get my kids to bed at my mom's house, I'll come out. And if they're not going to go to bed, I'm not going to go out because then I'll be leaving my mom with a bad situation. So I didn't actually know I was going to leave her house until like 11 o'clock.
Yeah, you showed up, like I said, like 11:30, and I was like, what is happening? You're like,
We
"I'm
pulled
here."
in. It took us till like 10 o'clock Eastern to get there because there's traffic and everything. And like, yeah, they went to bed, and I just said to my mom, I'm like, well, I'll see you later. I'm going out. And it was great. Yeah, anyway, glad to have, glad to see everyone, and also glad to have the crew coming back. They're playing this Friday,
Thank God.
the 9th.
I know.
I don't know how long it's been since we've played
Too long.
a game, but
Too long.
didn't we
career.
they were tough games too, weren't they? It was Atlanta and
Charlotte.
a tie against Charlotte at home, and then a loss
Yeah.
at Atlanta with the double header. It was one game, but it was a double header.
Okay.
But anyway, hopefully we are on the front foot for this game against Kansas City on Friday. So let's kind of get into Leagues Cup. So far, there's 60. No, it's more. There's how many teams are there?
Well, it's down to 32 right now, so possibility of 64.
So it's an extra 16, so 48.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
48 plus
one eliminated from each.
Yeah.
group.
Yeah. Okay. So I think
I don't think
about
there's
40.
any way to know a number.
There's no way. I've already looked
impossible.
I'm looking at the knockout round now, and there's no way for me to click on the last tab I was on. So, so 48 teams ish, and now we're down to 32. Any games or knockouts of note?
This whole thing has been. I mean, it's been hard for us to get up for the Leagues Cup because A, we didn't play in the knockout round. B, there was a big kerfluffle with Open Cup and people trying to boycott Leagues Cup, and then of course lest we forget the Nordic statement about how we're not going to protest the Leagues Cup, which
officially
whatever officially, yeah. If you want to, obviously, whatever. And then the idea that we could play an exciting new team like Pachuca or Tigres or something like that, or like
Sporting Kansas City.
Yeah, or Toluca. Like Toluca would have been fun. But they ended up topping the table. So it's like you get to play Kansas City.
And then more MLS teams if you win that one.
And then a possibility of Miami.
With Miami not showing up as they're with Messi and Suarez.
Just real quick, let's talk about who's out. I'll roll through it real quick. Western team of note, Salt Lake is out. Tijuana, Minnesota got knocked out. Leon, Chicago got knocked out. Shocking. Dallas is out. Chivas is out. Monterrey, that's surprising.
Monterrey.
Atlanta was eliminated. New York Red Bull was eliminated, and we don't know why, but we're not going to get into it. That's a trap. Just don't look at the table.
Eliminated.
They're out. Pachuca advanced in their stead. Nashville is out. They just lost their game against New England,
which is also shocking.
In PKs.
Yeah.
Oh wow! Did you guys see that meme that was the picture of the Chicago team, and it just says an actual picture of Pachuca when they're not playing in their home stadium at altitude and poisoning the other team?
Poison. Yeah,
we do poison. Reddit, I was like,
Pachuca,
salad.
We do poison. Charlotte got eliminated. Puebla, San Luis, and Querétaro.
It's a trap.
Yeah,
Carrot Top.
Carrot
Top tomorrow.
Yeah, Carrot Top tomorrow.
Carrot tomorrow.
Sadly, knocked out of the group with Cincinnati and New York City. Okay,
I'm confused. So the thing that keeps going around that I keep seeing is like Mexican teams just aren't showing up or taking this seriously because if Monterrey's getting grouped, that shouldn't happen. You know what I mean? And there's a lot more. Just
kind of like they thought this was the All-Star game.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, well, if it was the All-Star game, they would have won. But yeah, it's just I don't know if that's
even though they won the All-Star game, I think that they didn't really take it seriously, right? I mean, there was no mention of it on any kind of Emeki's website or anything. It was just showed up under cover of, in the darkness of night.
Yeah, it's like P.S. we're playing, but don't worry about it. Yeah, P.S. Sorry, so sloppy.
Yeah,
it's like it doesn't make any sense. But it's like they didn't take the MLS All-Star game that we were trying to pump up, and then it's like, all right, Leagues Cup time, and then it's like, meh, people aren't really showing up or. And it's like, okay, what are we doing here then?
I mean, there's prize money in addition to the berths to 2025 Champions Cup, right?
I'm sure.
I mean, there's reasons to play for sure.
The
Money
winner
being one of them, but
the winner qualifies directly into the round of 16, and the other club that makes it to the final qualifies. That's how I'm reading this. But
I don't
Was
know.
that a question?
Yeah, that one hurt.
words.
Again, I really like the idea of meshing the two leagues for a tournament, especially when there's like a big knockout round. All for it. Great.
Yeah.
But it
Yeah,
just seems
it's
like
fun.
with this and, CONCACAF and
Campeones is just one match, right?
Campeones. Yeah, Campeones is just one match, but it just is like, all right, man, like,
Well,
just
when you're
do
in it,
one.
this is all a self-centered kind of stance, which I share with you, and that is just like, oh, we sat out the first round. It's been a while since we played. What is this tournament?
So well
many people are
rested.
saying there's a tournament going on.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people didn't know there was a tournament going on.
It's an important tournament.
Some have said the greatest ever.
So-
play a game.
So I don't know. I'm with you. I kind of feel like we're gonna come out and be a little rusty. Maybe we should poison Kansas City.
We did. They're just from Kansas City. So.
Okay. I'm sure there's something there to get.
Did Mort live there a while?
He did.
He did, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or
That's
Schulte.
what's wrong with him.
Yeah.
Will
That's
Schulte be
what's
back?
wrong.
He won't, right? He's
I don't know if he'll be
He popping
playing.
the
He should be
champagne.
back.
I haven't seen any solidified answers to that question.
What
Yeah.
about liquefied?
Just the question.
Probably.
Fluid? Maybe.
Yeah, he's. I mean,
I'd
I'm
say the
assuming
answer is
he'd
fluid
be
at this
back.
point.
Okay.
They lost a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like what, Thursday last week?
Yeah.
So yeah, he should be back. I doubt if he plays though.
Depends if you took a
So
boat
we'll have Hagen probably starting in goal.
like George Washington.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But speaking of, we should probably pause here and say the Nordeca is looking to do a TIFO. And because we just figured out who we were going to play yesterday, we're recording on Tuesday, the TIFO peeps, TIFO sweat said all week long they're starting at 6 p.m. and going kind of as late as they can. So if you have time, I mean, this is coming out on Wednesday, like tonight or Thursday before the game on Friday, they would love your help. They're located on 3201 Alberta Street in Columbus. You don't need any experience or anything like that. They can kind of just put you to work. You don't got to be an artist. So if you have time and can help, they're kind of on a time crunch and they want to get this thing done. So are we hoping it's that I'm a Sporting thing by The Simpsons?
Ralph Wiggum.
Yeah, the Ralph.
I'm sporting.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think it would be good.
Get over there, chip in. Hawes, I'm going to be there. So
Noted.
I'm playing a show there.
you
Noted.
should show up. I'm going to be there, so you should show
Heard
up.
it this time.
Okay, so do we want to talk about just some of the roster changes before we jump into the thoughts and players? We've
Well,
had some
thoughts and
movement.
players kind of do that. I mean, let's take a look at the path we have to take to probably. I mean, because it stinks that we're playing Kansas City, but I mean, the next game we could play Miami, and would we be at home for that?
Yes, I think we host no matter
Okay.
what stage we make it to.
So, man, it'd be nice to get another. Like, I want to play Miami.
Yeah,
again, 'cause
so
we just
it's
struggle against Miami.
The other side, yeah. So it's either Miami or Toronto.
Yeah. And then I really, really hope, and I think we're probably all on the same page, that Pachuca makes it to the next round.
Yeah, it would be one of Pachuca Tigres or New England, New York City play.
I don't think either New York or New England are going to beat either Tigres or Pachuca.
But aren't all these games being played in the
Correct.
U.S.?
Yeah.
So they are. I mean, there's just some home field advantage.
I
there.
don't really
Okay,
know.
so
I mean,
But not at like if let's say like Tigres get home field advantage, they'll play in Houston or something like that. That's what when Miami played whoever it was in their round, I think they played in Houston. And it was considered like an away game for them, which technically it was.
okay.
So
we
I
want.
don't know the ins and outs of that, but
I mean, I assume
want
we
another
are
crack
all on the
at
same
Pachuca.
page of Pachuca making it to the semis and us making
it
it
so
or to the
bad.
quarters, and them also making it to the quarters.
And then we could play Cincy in the semi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
As theoretically, we could play Miami, Pachuca, Cincy,
LA or America.
I mean,
Yeah.
do you guys want to see Austin make it all the way through the other side?
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Austin.
Considering
won their
they
group.
beat Monterey, did they have 2 wins in the group stage or whatever to top their group?
They did.
Oh man.
We could face Austin in the final. It could happen.
I'm gonna light myself on fire and run.
Is that what you're
I mean,
doing?
we're playing
Run on the field
we're playing
like,
Club America in like
Gloop.
what, a month?
Yeah.
For the Campeones Cup. Yeah.
September.
God.
I'll be honest.
What is it now? The Campeones Cup?
Yeah. One-off match of the
What
two
did I
No,
say?
you're
winners.
right. I'm just these matchups
each
keep
league.
coming, and I don't know what it is, and I'm like, what tournament is that?
Dude,
Which one is that?
right.
That's what happens when you win.
Yeah,
That's what happens when you win.
I guess.
I did find myself actually caring a little bit more about the Leagues Cup games as we have made it to this round of it.
By doing nothing.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, we made it to this round, and I'm actually excited about a lot of the matchups, the possibility of teams that we could be playing versus possibly playing, like, the Rochester Rhinos or whatever, Detroit, Pittsburgh Riverhounds, whatever it may be.
So you're saying Open Cup
I didn't
versus
say that.
Leagues
You must
Cup
have said
argument.
that, but this tournament excites me.
I'm
I think
saying
they are the catalytic converters.
yeah. If we're gonna open that can of bean worms,
Um,
I would say do Leagues Cup, get more teams involved, and get rid of CCL, like the CONCACAF. I don't really care about playing
I don't know. I'm just
Cuba's brothers team or
Yeah, but
whatever. Like,
the prize on that one is playing against the world's best
Right.
clubs.
well, then just take that sentence and put it on Leagues Cup. Bam, done. Thanks, Dong. Did it. I did it for
well.
you.
At
Copy,
least
paste. They're
these
actually cut
teams like
paste.
invest in their clubs and like want to move the game forward in the United States. Clearly, because they're coming here to play.
That would also require more than 2 leagues participating in Leagues Cup. It would be all of the leagues of CONCACAF
Yeah, but just
attempting to qualify.
Man. Come on, man.
What you want
I'm
the
just
Open
saying
Cup
we don't
back? Is that
need-
what you want?
If it's between Open Cup, Leagues Cup, and CCL, and I can take 2, I would rather do Open Cup and Leagues
I
Cup.
do think one of my favorite things I saw on
So that's just like my opinion.
I know.
I get to play
One of
more
my favorite
teams.
things I saw on
It's more things. No
X
way.
this week was the
It's Twitter. God
the,
damn,
the crowd shot
Hey, I'm on X.
of Orlando City of their Leagues Cup game, where there might have been like 3,000 people there.
Was it in
Yes.
Orlando?
And I think the
Yeah.
post I saw that on was talking trash to Dong.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Like, oh, this is where you make your money?
It may have been on Full Deca. Hold on, let me go to X real quick.
It's Twitter, and that doesn't. I mean, Orlando's had a rough. I mean, did they win their? Were they top of the thing? Yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't know. Email us and let me know what you guys think. Everybody's up in arms about all this stuff, but I just think there's too many overlapping things between CCL and Leagues Cup. Just combine them, make them a thing, or like add. I mean, who else is in CCL that did anything? Was it the like Saprissa or whatever? That's the only team that really shows up in that event. So it's
Yeah,
like,
I hear your point.
playing the same teams. We're doing the same stuff with.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, just do one and then stick with the Open Cup and do exactly what Leagues Cup is doing here and let a lot of the like USL teams and smaller teams play and then get to this knockout round. Like let MLS bypass.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it is kind of fun when you're watching, like I said, when you're watching New Mexico play LAFC and they're like, all right, sweet. There's little teams that make dream runs, but I'd prefer that over just playing the same, like playing Kansas City in a tournament.
Yeah, but that's
It's
what the Open Cup
we doing?
always becomes at the end of it. And I'm not here to crap on the Open Cup. I personally do not care what it is. Like, it doesn't matter to me. it's going to be another tournament where we're going to be playing other MLS clubs or other. That's what I'm
Which
saying.
is what we're doing now.
It's no
so
different.
It's like this is like literally the third tournament this year where it's like we're just playing each other. And it's like, well, come on, guys.
Well, who do we play in Champions Cup? It was Houston, then Tigres, Monterrey,
Right.
Pachuca. Was there
So
another team in there?
if I substituted, who do we play? Houston, San Diego State, Portland Riverhounds, and Detroit City Canisters. Does that make it more exciting to you, or would you rather play these actual monumental clubs from another country?
But we are.
No.
In
I'm
another
just saying
tournament.
that like the outcry of but the Open Cup, and we're gonna boycott this and that, and I don't know. We're going down a rabbit hole we probably don't need to go down, but I am actually excited to see some of these matchups.
You hate the Open Cup. His email is Tracy hates the Open Cup at Yahoo.
What it has become. And a lot of that has to do with what MLS has made it.
Yeah, but case in point is like you turn the Leagues Cup, it's like no one's showing up, A. B, the Mexican teams are just like, we don't care. And like not caring. So like, what are we doing here?
Do they really not care though? Is that just what you read on the internet from some person posting about it that doesn't really
I'm
know
just
what they're
looking,
talking about?
I'm just talking facts, baby. Monterey getting grouped, like all these people that are like supposed to be great, like not caring. We'll see. We'll see in 2 rounds how many Mexican teams.
Wasn't the America game for Leagues Cup last year?
You could say yes or no, and I won't remember.
Yeah, I mean,
because they had a good representation.
Oh yeah, they always do,
right? At our game,
yeah, because you can't get down to Mexico.
So
a lot of people can't get back down to Mexico to see these games played.
I wonder. I'd be interested to see what happened at that Orlando game, like what happened with that empty stadium, because that seems like pretty anomalous.
Mm-hmm. What are ticket
probably
prices
too much? It's Orlando.
Yeah. Do we know what ticket prices are for Kansas City?
I opted in.
No one's trying to buy it. You opted in.
No, it comes with season tickets. The next rounds, you can do pay as you play.
Okay. Man, I want another crack at Miami and Pachuca so bad. Flashes.
That Miami, both of those games were really disappointing.
Yeah. Another crack at Charlotte, too.
Okay, and we'll talk about our predictions for this game against Kansas City at the end of the show. Anything else to say about Leagues Cup here, guys, before we jump over?
Nah, dude, put a pin in it.
We'll be right back. Girls, come to story time. In the great green room, there's a telephone and a red balloon.
Dad, please don't do this. Goodnight Moon is for babies. It's a board book, dude.
Okay, fine. What's it going to be? You guys pick.
Okay, we love this one.
Oh, A Massive Collection Volume 1 by Steve Sirk. You know, this is the first wide-ranging collection of his work. It features long-lost stories dating as far back as 97. It has a lot of popular favorites from over the years, too.
Well, what is Volume 1? Like it's quiet?
No, it means it's like the first of a larger set.
Oh, okay, so where's the next one?
Well, it's funny that you asked that, because Volume 2 just came out. You can get it at Steve Sirk's website, circbook.com. It'll also be available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Links will be available at
We are not listening to you. Just go order it.
We're back. We're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll on
X, for sure.
On X, for sure.
It's Twitter.
Maybe Instagram, if we can figure it out. We'll have to ask a neighbor or a child.
Call a friend.
Where are the Youngs? Where do the Youngs hang out?
And then, guys, when we post the poll, also make sure to take a stance in the Ohio State-Michigan debate, because I've heard that that's a good way to get a lot of views.
Ooh, hot button tops.
Man, what a savior we have.
Poll. Do you think anyone's going to take the poll? The poll is, I'll tell you what it is. It's Open Cup, Leagues Cup, CCL, or CCC,
yeah,
whatever it is.
MFK, Mary, kill. Which one?
Yeah.
yeah, you know what I mean?
Is that the actual poll?
Yes, I think that's
All
what
right,
we
we'll
should
do. Another poll. That's it's
The kill
Anthony
is the
Precourt,
elimination.
Don Garber, and Jim Harbaugh.
Oh my god! Yes, kill.
No.
Murder, death, kill.
No.
Yeah.
Murder, death, kill.
Okay. Let's do our thoughts and players.
Thoughts and players.
Okay, we are starting out with Andres Herrera. We made it official,
That sounds
boys.
racist.
Woo!
Can't you just say his
Welcome
name?
to the club.
That MLS deal just went through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Tommy Scoops dropped a bomb. Actually, their crew just dropped it.
Argentinian right back, correct?
Right, and we had talked about him previously.
Briefly.
Yeah. And I
River
thought
Plate.
for some reason it was a done deal, and then that whole DJ thing dropped, and it was like, okay, completely forgot about Andres, but he's here, and
He's on. It's a loan.
it's
right?
a
With an
loan
option
for a
to-
year,
Yeah,
option to buy.
rent to own kind of thing.
Yeah, RTO from River Plate, Argentinian, 25, right back. Pretty pumped, but this is kind of the question, and I do want to shout out the GCG bag Discord, because they were talking about it a lot today, and I like chimed in and I couldn't figure out how to type, so everyone's like, what are you talking about, idiot? And I'm like, I don't know. But we have Andres coming in, he plays right back. We have AZ coming in, who normally is what, right wing back, maybe. We have Shamwow coming in, he normally is a number 10, and we have Dwan Jones DJ coming in, and he's a left back. So, like, in Nazi system, where did these guys slot in? Do they start? Do they, like, what do you guys think? And that was kind of the topic today was, everybody debating on like, oh, these people are going to play here. And I want to start with Dwan Jones, because that's the interesting one. Because I was listening to Soccer Wise, and they're like, yeah, he's going to slot in at left center back. And it's like, okay. My hope would be a right wing back, because he plays with both feet. He's really good with both feet. He plays left fullback and always has played left fullback for New England and for the US team. But like,
we have a couple solid picks at left
Amundsen.
center back. Yeah,
We have Chaburko if need be. But if he moves up and he's like, all right, cool, left attacking, Max is on fire right now. Yao has been a solid contributor this year, especially off the bench, just as like a different player. I wouldn't mess with either one of those personally. My hope was that he would be put as like a right wing back, but then we also have AZ, who I thought would be a right wing back, and we just brought in Herrera, who is more of an attacking right fullback. So I'm like, okay, did we went from Farsi and then nobody to like Farsi and 3 people. Do you think
Would
Dwan Jones is going to
not
play
left wing back?
But he can, but like, he's great. Would you play him over Max or even Yao? I know if we're looking in the future.
I don't think any of them are going to get time immediately, unless it's maybe in a Leagues Cup match. I think hopefully they take Leagues Cup and get them some minutes and some time to see how they perform with the team. They're all so recent here. Well, especially Dwan Jones and Herrera. I don't even know if Dwan Jones is even with the team yet. I know Herrera is from the internets, but I don't think any of it's going to be immediate.
Yeah. I just wonder.
Can they work their way in? I think so.
Yeah. I just wonder if the Dwan Jones thing, the way I read, what Bomb Yogurt said, it sounded like it was kind of in the works, trading Sands and, Gam to New England. But I think Dwan Jones kind of fell in our lap and we just took it, but we weren't thinking one way. I think Herrera was on our radar for a while, like that type of player.
Well, I guess my question is that, like, what's your question? Because this is all just depth pieces, and I think if you're fighting between Malte Amundsen, who was ridiculous at the end of last year, and DeJuan Jones, who is a proven starter in this league and a fringe national team player, I have no issue with any of them playing. And I think that's the thing, is that I don't think he's going to be taking Farston, and I said it again. I don't think he's going to be taking Arfston's spot, but he could. Like, I think based on the matchup, you now have the flexibility of a player who can push forward better than Malty can. So,
well, and Duan's coming off an injury too. So
correct.
He's not might not even be match fit yet.
No, but
I would assume
that's even better for us, though. I mean, let him sit for a few weeks.
Yeah,
let him get really healthy and hit the stretch.
Learn the system.
Yeah, I like all that. I was just confused. I'm like, well,
You're confused because how does our team have multiple depth pieces at multiple positions? We don't. This isn't something that is.
Well, does DeJuan, does DJ go and play left center back? Because that is what that wasn't even was something I was even thinking. But
Ben wants to know where these players are going to get used.
They're going to get used. Know. I mean, I don't. That is the least of my worry. The fact that they're on the roster and available,
that's a good thing.
I don't care. That's a good thing.
I'm not worried. I just want to see where you guys are.
I mean, we've had a short roster all year. We haven't filled all of our roster spots. So
and DeJuan's not very tall either. So
it's nice to see them making moves, and there's still an opportunity to continue to make moves.
Correct.
Yeah, it doesn't. When does it close? Is it next Wednesday or something like that? Is it the 14th? I think it's the 14th.
I don't think AZ is going to see a lot of time. I think he's going to play more in the center if he does. I think you have DeJuan that has a really good chance at making an impact. And I think Herrera is a gamble, but I really think he's going to be a solid depth piece.
What, he's 25, right?
Correct. Yeah. I mean, he's a Deganik, Chaburko, Camacho, Morera, international type player that we're bringing in. Hit or miss. We've seen lots of people fail in that position.
So we may see a couple of these guys. Brianna McKay said that Herrera and Jones are available for the game on Friday. We have to declare them as roster ads by Thursday, right?
Yeah. Did the Shambo stuff get worked out? Like the paperwork, I'm assuming.
I mean, he played in the Aston Villa match. I don't know if he needed that to be cleared to play in a friendly. So I guess I haven't seen one way or the other.
I was impressed by the way he played in that game. Actually, up in the front, I thought he played pretty solid. His first touch looked great. AZ, I mean, that's weird. It's like AZ comes in and he played up top in the attacking three as like the furthest player forward. I mean, I'm just assuming he just threw him in there to get minutes. But I have no idea. You never know with Nazi. It could just be like, yeah, that's where we expect him to play is up top. It's like, what is happening?
Yeah.
But I'm excited about Shambost. I think they're looking for him to kind of replace, Matan or adding more depth. But yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting. It's nice to have that competition in all those spots.
Not gonna lie, I heard you say his name, but then completely forgot about it as we were talking about everybody else.
Yeah, I mean it's Shambo, but
no, yeah, I mean it's fantastic that we have this many options
for how to say his name.
Yep,
correct.
I'm still going with Shamwow.
And
Shamwow.
One quick one to add to the Brianna McKay post is they don't have to declare them by Thursday to play in the tournament, just to play Friday. Okay. They have up until August 14th is what she did added on to add them on the roster to play in the tournament at all.
Okay.
Got it.
All right. Any other thoughts and players? We want to talk about grains of sand through the hourglass.
Yeah. Griezmann coming to LA with Giroud. Get out of here. Right? That seems bananas. How is this even legal?
Oh, that was not what I was setting you up to say, but
Okie doke.
That is the Miami, the West Coast Miami. That's what that's becoming at this
yeah,
point.
we just saw him. He used to play Real Madrid, right? And he was Atletico Madrid, and very prominent player in the Euros too.
Yep, for France. I like Anton. I have no issue with Anton. I thought that Giroud coming was going to be a hard piece, but you kind of know what he is. He's kind of that Kai Kamara striker up top that you can isolate and hopefully shut him down. Griezmann,
Suarez.
Yeah, but even Kai is very similar to what Giroud does. Griezmann, he's a different animal. He's younger. He's better. He's a lot better.
Yeah, he's 33, I think,
but
like
an Alfie vibe going on.
Yeah, he plays young.
I wanted to name my son Anton, but I got vetoed. So,
well, and
there's a
no
lot of
timeline.
controversial Anton.
You named your son Vito
with an
Danny.
Vito.
Danny D.
No, it's Vito.
Middle initial is D, so Vito.
There's no timeline on him.
Isn't that
actually,
the guy in the painting for the Ghostbusters? Vigo.
What once was will be.
Yeah.
What is will be no more.
We signed that guy.
Speaking of what is will be no more, I was trying to set you up to talk about Will Sands.
He's gone.
Feel bad for the guy.
I do too. Man, he was the most promising player like in the first 2 months of Nazis regime.
I feel bad
for
him because he's traded to the dumpster fire that is New England right now.
Yeah, that's also true.
They're top of their
home field turf. Home field
I was going to
turf.
say, at least he gets to play on turf at home.
Right.
Yeah.
For Caleb.
I hope the best for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Man, yeah. There was just no way he was getting back in that starting lineup. I mean, he was.
Well,
man, I just wish he would not have gotten hurt. You're right. There is something against Charlotte at this point. I have like.
Who said that? No one said that. Did we?
Mars said that.
Oh, Mars did. Oh, that's right.
I called it. Okay. I called it. When Morgan and Chris were on, I was like, "Do we have something against Charlotte?" And everyone was like, "No."
Do we?
I don't even think about it. I'm like, dude, I think about that team and Miami way more than I should. I'm like, I just don't like these teams.
I'm sad to see Will go, but the move and what we had to trade to get DeJuan Jones,
it was the right move.
It's
the
a
right
good move.
Tough move
to
make as.
It's a tough beat.
The people making those decisions.
It's
but
crazy that happened. It's like crazy we got that whole deal. It doesn't make sense in my brain, but
a
lot does.
New England's dumping. I mean, they just shipped somebody else off, I think, too.
Was their roster just like too top heavy? Were they just?
I saw stuff about DeJuan wanting out, and he didn't talk to anyone about it, like his teammates about it, and just kind of bailed.
I think that's part of it, but they also just had another big trade, and I honestly don't remember who it was.
Center back?
That sounds right.
Yeah, they got Parker from St. Louis, and they shipped off
the name
Parker Light. I can't remember. He's a good player. Kessler?
Yes.
I want to say.
Yeah.
Oh, man, my brain's really gone.
So, yeah, I mean, and New England received $600,000 in GAM for Kessler, and they got Tim Parker. So, I mean, they're definitely restructuring, and we were beneficial in terms of like sending them something that they could, a piece that they want, and a little bit of cash. So, great job by Issa.
Yeah, and it seems like New England is sticking with Porter then if they're restructuring with Porter's stuff in mind,
close.
Which is like
he walked to the edge.
Boy. Yeah. Listen, if you're a coach out there, all you got to do is hide.
Yeah.
Hide in toilets, hide in toilets.
I like how we say he's close. He's still in last place right now.
Oh, are they?
They are.
No, he was close to losing his job.
Well, I mean, he's still in last place, though.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
it's like Wile E. Coyote, like on the edge of the cliff, and there's like little crumbles of rock going over. But like,
he's only
the millennials don't know what we're talking about. It was a cartoon.
He's only 2 points off of
the young,
like 8th place, or 9th place. But
yeah, I still think they have more wins than like what the 4 or 5 teams above them. They just don't have no ties, which doesn't make any sense under Porter. But here we are.
Okay, so let's move on and read the internet.
You got mail.
All right, what are we looking at here? House Bill 605.
Yeah. So
This
I
is an
think-
Ohio thing?
Yeah, I feel like and this is something from the Discord. And I don't know if it was from the baggers or the Discord Deca, but someone posted this House bill that it's in the early stages. It
I
was
got some
introduced in the House
questions.
in the in-house
I got
committee.
questions.
Shoot.
Is this all sporting stadium playing surfaces, as in high school? Like every high school has to be a natural grass?
I don't know.
And what do they define as stadium? Because I've seen high schools that have like two stadiums. One's like a track stadium, one's a football stadium with a track.
I was turning everything into Wimbledon.
Yeah, like I think it has good intentions,
Cool.
and I don't have a problem. But Ben, back to amateur soccer as a high school player, you remember playing after the football teams, right?
Yes, actually, yeah.
And it was the most dangerous field to be playing on because there was nothing but ruts everywhere.
Twisty McAnkles. Yeah, it was just like it was rough. I agree.
So let's back. I don't know if we actually said what we're talking. I mean, I mentioned it, but Representative Upchurch in the Ohio House of Representatives
It was
has
Up
bill-
Dog. What's up, dog? I don't know what's up,
has
dog. with
introduced
you?
a bill that would
What's up, Church?
require grass for playing surfaces.
Hold on. Yeah,
it
it's-
says professional sporting stadia to be comprised of not less than 90% natural grass. So like if you do 90 yards of natural grass and then like the last 10 yards,
He's
Some secrets?
proposing it
Could
with
be-
the new recreational marijuana stuff that's just now coming into play in Columbus.
Oh,
Yeah, define
okay.
grass. Am I right? Mort, where's Mort at? Crosby, Stills, and Hash. Call back.
yeah.
I wonder if this does. I mean, I feel like it has a lot to do also with the health, like all the health issues. Do you guys remember all that stuff going down? I feel like this was like
Is
a
this
decade
like
ago.
from,
The cancer
like,
stuff from
asthma
the
or- oh,
the goalies from all these places
the black,
had like
the black
emphys-
rubber has,
yeah,
right.
they had like emphysema, and it was like goalies.
Micro-
Okay,
pla-
well,
like
wait, time out.
microplastics?
Wait, hold on, time out. It's not
It
emphysema,
could
for the
be.
love of God.
I
It
knew
is
you were gonna say you're a
microplastics. Not a doctor. It is the microplastics. It is the
Wow.
exposure to the black plastic, that the black rubber that they use for it. But it is not an inhalation thing that is causing lung cancer. Possibly causing cancer, not lung
If
cancer.
you're not inhaling
But
it, how do you get it? You rub it on your skin?
yes, it's constant exposure because you're jumping on it and it's embedding itself in micro terms into your skin.
Cuts,
You guys didn't think we were going to learn something today.
cuts and things.
So I
Turf
pulled, I
Gets in
pulled
through
this
your turf burn.
All the emo kids.
Through the turf burn.
easy Trey. I pulled this
Mouth.
thing up here.
But
Just to get into the specifics, a professional sporting stadium is anything that seats more than 10,000 people.
there's no high school's not 10,000. No.
It's also professional,
Maybe.
so
That's
it's
professional,
not high school.
though.
The
God.
playing surface of a professional sporting stadium shall be comprised of not less than 90%
yeah.
natural grass. So that's the bill. What do you guys think? Is this
So
We support grass.
we do.
What type of grass?
I honestly
Everyone
think
knows we
that
support grass.
What type of grass?
it is something that, and I don't know the specifics, but I think when they originally started rolling out these more advanced turf fields that weren't AstroTurf anymore, they were supposed to be better for injuries. They were supposed to be better for maintenance. They were supposed to be cheaper alternatives to grass fields. And I don't think that has been the case in a lot of the situations.
fewer torn ACLs, more mesothelioma, right?
and you're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars to install these fields versus the cost of, Jim Bob with a mower. So I think when you have natural grass field and it's done correctly, which Columbus has long had the best turf management team in the league. period. I don't see why professional teams don't employ.
A lot of
A
times
whole
it doesn't
team,
have to do
like,
with the climate. I mean, this is an Ohio bill, so it's not really relevant. But like, even in Ohio, I mean, are there what stadium has turf?
They're going to
that-
have to replace the new turf at Historic Crew Stadium.
Well,
That's
yeah, but like
a-
my question is, you have a professional
professional.
team
I'm
that
sure
makes
that they
money.
would- I'm
like,
sure they would deem that as a practice facility or something.
That's where Crew 2 play.
yeah, there's a workaround. Sure, but like it used to be grass. All I'm saying is,
Used to be.
at this point, is it like epically more expensive to maintain a grass field than it is to just roll out the rubber stuff? And then at what cost is that to your players? Like if they start getting injured, or like what's the return on investment if you're laying down a bunch of turf? Is it really that? Is it cheaper? I'm like ignorant. I have no idea. But I just feel like, hey man, play on grass. Like figure it out. You're a professional team. Stop playing on this thing that like injures players, causes cancer, does all like stop
Okay,
it.
wait, hold on. That has been disproven. We've seen the stats. There aren't more injuries on turf than there are on natural
But it
grass.
feels like it.
I know it does.
It's expected injuries.
That's right.
Ex-
XI.
XI. I agree with
6.
you. I mean, I think professional teams should be
Roman.
employing turf management teams that can actually put out a field. There's no reason why. There is absolutely no reason why besides cost.
Okay. Now
That's
I don't
it.
feel crazy. But also we're having the World Cup here and they had
Skill.
what did they have with the
Would
everybody
skill
was
come
so
into
up
it?
skill?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
skill.
team that manages that grass. You got to have people that know how to manage grass as opposed to something that's not living.
I feel like you're talking about weed when you say grass. Is it? And it's just hot.
Have you seen the grow lights that they have coming across the lure.com?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
You
crazy.
guys they're really sweet.
But
Are they
That's
black
that's what I'm
lights?
saying. So there
No.
is
Is it like a
a
Skrillex
cost
thing?
to. It's not like
There
you're just playing
100%
out in
is.
a yard.
Well, yeah, but
You can't just roll it out.
You roll it out
like
once,
I
and it's
said.
a not living
breathing-
organism.
well, they had
Are you talking
Copa
about
up
turf?
here, and
Yeah.
everyone was complaining about the rolled out grass fields
On
at
top
these,
of
and it's
stuff,
like,
yeah.
That's because they don't
Oh,
roll
yeah.
it tight enough and it just rolls out as you.
and
use
again,
it.
I feel
But-
like we're talking about marijuana.
I
don't
don't
know.
No,
Move
we're
on.
talking
Sure.
about natural grass fields.
Let's move
feels
on.
like
I cannot count the
XW.
number of times that Ben
Expected
has said that now. And
Yeah.
speaking of counting, the other thing we saw was the counting passes debate. Where do you guys stand?
Okay, so not a debate on Reddit. The massive Quentin _ Cassidy 13 wrote counting passes, and I was like, huh. What are you talking about? What's he talking about counting
He
passes
goes
for?
1,
Yeah, joke's on us.
2.
He says, all right, I'm sick of chant ideas as much as the next person, but I was watching some volleyball, as one does, and loved their chanting on some points, yelling no when the opponent hits yes when the good guys do. Didn't follow any of that. It may be interesting for us to count our passes a few times a game, especially in the 20-plus pass buildups. So I know I talked to...
For when
yeah,
we know that that's going to happen.
we've been talking... Yeah, everybody
They're
on
bringing
the
it out.
subreddit...
The 20 pass buildup. Now, start it.
Do it now. Do it now.
Do we get count cards or it's like 1? They just hold them up.
They just start at anytime we get to 6. They start at 6.
Are they going to try and go around the
Each,
stadium?
yeah,
again,
Hey,
like
listen,
C-
all I'm saying-
CREW?
If you think about it, we got our girl Courtney rocking the clock, and she doesn't have to do that anymore because they
just put up
passed the
one
law.
number, one increment.
If she can start
Is it
doing
like a
the passes,
flipboard?
she's a
She's gonna
wizard
have,
with
like, the
numbers.
flipboard.
We got a numbers girl. We got a numbers girl. Yeah.
She's facing the wrong way, though. I mean, she's.
I bought glasses for the
Vision.
I want to keep
For the
someone to say
blind people?
TIFO. I keep
the clock.
Yeah,
The clock.
no, the people like that,
Oh, the TIFO. Yeah.
or just the
Scott.
people that are looking at the Nordeca doing the chants.
Capo.
Capo. I keep saying TIFO. My brain's done. So, but I bought them glasses with the little like
Kessler,
mirrors on the
Kessler
side.
did you in.
Dude, Kessler, like it just shut down. It was like power off. Boo.
Vacuum tubes in your brain.
yeah. Speaking of cancer,
Is this a good idea? I don't.
So
I'm
this
indifferent.
is
I
just
don't
like,
know if it is.
I have some good
Olay.
ideas. I'm going to reach out to Scott and some of the capo people doing this stuff because I know people want to like. I guess my frustration with the chants and stuff like that is we all watch a bunch of soccer and it's all the same chants. They just like replace like one thing and it's like, well, and I was like, man, I know we've seen games and I thought they like used to count passes because something that we do well is have these buildups and possession of where we have like 40 or 50 passes. And it would be intimidating to like, and funny for people to hear us counting passes if it gets, I just think it'd be funny. And I was
If
like, I
it
could have
gets to
sworn
40 or 50, that's ridiculous. I
Yeah.
don't think we're getting that high.
I made that up, but you said something back in the day where people would say "Olay,"
They still
and
do.
I was like, "That's what it is." They weren't counting.
They say that
Just
now.
not in the MLS for the most part.
Yeah, but I do think it would be funny to get that rolling if it was just like if we're just like passing around the back or whatever, and then we just like start with like 10, 11, 12.
Mm-hmm.
But in general, I think I'm going to figure out something with the chant stuff.
I think it's a good idea. I think it needs some workshopping in terms of like if it will actually work.
Yeah, or how it starts.
Who's counting?
I mean, it starts by counting.
Who's counting though, right? Who's counting? I don't know. I was just sitting at my desk and I was like, that would be kind of funny.
I got a chant for you. If you want Mabwati and you think he's sexy. That's all.
I still stand by the Chapel Roan Cucho. I mean, I'm probably the only person to listen to that, but it's like this Cuchogo.
Oh,
You
what?
gonna score a goal.
Cucho,
Cucho gonna score a goal. It's Hot to Go by Chapel Roan. Oh man, that's a
What are you talking about?
Just like kids
Listen.
band.
All right, hey, we're gonna put out a poll on whether you've ever heard of this song that Ben just mentioned. While we work on that, let's take a break.
Is
and when
Morty
we come back,
singing?
we'll do our Crew 2 update and Run Club and predictions. Get out of here. We'll be right back.
This episode of the Upper 90 Club is brought to you, as always, by Supporter Supply Company. Hi, friends, this is your good pal Morgan Hughes, here to talk to you about a serious issue facing 96% of all crew supporters in Columbus. Why, not enough free shipping, of course. For a limited time now, through the eventual heat death of the universe, Upper 90 Club listeners can use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z on the end of it, at checkout for free delivery on absolutely any order over $10. But Morgan, what if I order $10 worth of stickers, or those goddamned buttons, or some other combination of small items that make you want to kill yourself? Will the free shipping still apply then, even as you curse our family, while you package up our little tiny annoying ass order for us? Of course it will. That's just how much we here at Supporter Supply value our friends at the Upper 90 Club. So head on over to supportersupply.co and use the promo code Upper90Boys. That's boys with a Z at checkout for free shipping on all your orders over $10. And don't forget to tell them that your friends at the Upper 90 Club sent ya.
Hey guys, Carlos here to speak about the Cappies. Again, thanks for having me as always. The Cappies played on Friday, this past Friday, against New York City FC 2 in New York, and it was a tough setting from the get-go. We're playing away, there was a storm delay, NYC was tied with us for fourth, so it was a very important game as the playoff picture starts to solidify more, and they hadn't lost since April. In fact, they hadn't even allowed more than one goal since June 1st. And, to be fair, things didn't really look too good to start. We let in a goal after the 6 minutes on a really bad giveaway from Cole Johnson, who otherwise has been really great this season, the goalkeeper. And we didn't have any shots until after the 30-minute mark, so it wasn't looking good. But then, and it speaks about the resiliency of this team, things started to click. We had Adu Giamfi score a goal in a pretty hard-fought battle in the box to tie the game. And then we started being more and more dangerous. Gonzalez, the midfielder, number 10, put a ball in the woodwork as well in that first half. And then, after we started clicking in the end of the second half, I think that the team found themselves and put the pressure on New York City. Again, that's a team that has been fighting for some of the top positions in the East and that hadn't let more than one goal in any game since June 1st. And it shows the quality, and that this team really has, the crew too, has really picked up their quality, because even though they went down again 2-1 to New York City at the beginning of the second half, they maintained their composure, they maintained their fight, and Chase Adams scored his 8th goal for the season to tie us 2-2 in a great play inside the box. I'm still amazed about how good he is in those tight spaces, being so young, but also he has a relatively big frame already, but he's really quick with his feet. And yeah, it was announced that he signed his professional contract, so that's really good for us, because I do believe that he's the future. And then Rayo, who is finding his goal scoring form again. He was our highest scorer last season. He scored a 3rd goal. And then Adrian Gonzalez, who has been better with every game, scored our 4th. New York City FC 2 would end up scoring a 3rd one on a PK, but the Cappies managed the rest of the game and came home with a win, which leaves us in 3rd place for the East. And this team has been good. I think we haven't lost in 7 games now, and things are going better and better. So great time to be a Cappy fan, great time to be a Crew fan. Very excited about these games ahead. Thanks, guys.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, Bird. Glad to have Bird back. No offense, Ben.
No offense taken.
Offense.
A fence. Defense taken. Defense. I was glad to win, man. 7 goals was a lot of goals, man. Was it 7 goals or 5 goals? That was a shootout.
I mean, you just listened to Bird tell us about it, so
Yeah. Weren't you listening?
Totally.
Okay. Hey, Run Club. I want to give some new shout outs this week, and it was a totally different makeup. We got, so Mort and our president, Stacy, are still gallivanting. Is that the term?
Yes.
Gotta be.
Precisely.
that seems right.
Right before we got on here, I saw her upload like 15 different things. Have you?
She thinks she's juicing the numbers.
They're all walks. They're all walks for like a mile or something like that. But I'm just
okay.
like,
Well, walks are eligible activities. So if you haven't joined the Run Club yet, we have a Run Club on Strava. Just look up Upper 90 Club.
I know.
Last week, which ended, these go Sunday to Sunday. So last week, Kevin Thompson led us.
Ooh, KT.
Followed by and accompanied by Francesca C., Priscilla,
She's the
Randolph.
Vice president. She was
Mike Cornell, Stacy was 6th, Evan, and then our host leader was Mort.
Woo boy! How many
Nice
did you
job,
get?
Mort. 19.4
Putting him up on
miles.
vacay.
Yeah, I struggled last week. It's too hot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hot too.
Real hot. I'm doing last year, I don't actually know if there were any other people in my age group, but last year my little city here has a 5K that I won my age group for.
Your little city, which is Chicago?
No, I live in this little suburb.
Little Italy.
Like 20,000 people.
Literally.
Anyway, the race is tomorrow morning. 7 a.m.
That's a Wednesday at 7 a.m.
Wednesday at 7 a.m.
hours.
I'm defending.
Everybody your age has
Is it like
job.
a turkey trot?
It's just a 5K. I'm defending my title of fastest middle-aged man in town
On a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday during work.
in Little Italy.
So wish me luck. I will. I'll give the full report.
Good
Is
luck.
this called the trust fund trot? Is that what it is?
It is.
Wait, are you not drinking tonight? I haven't seen you. Yeah, you're not drinking.
No, I'm not. I'm not, man.
You
I got to
need to-
defend my
You
title.
need to loosen up
No,
tonight
this
for
is
tomorrow.
all the running that I do all year is for these 3.1 miles.
Are you going to use that little like what's the thing called? The little massager guy that's like blah 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 blah.
Yeah. I had them installed on my
What?
shoes. Okay. Let's.
I feel like that's not.
I feel like
Skechers?
we're reaching the. Yeah, you know, some shoes
that a
light up.
shoey?
Some shoes have those new wheels on them. You know, have you seen
Yeah,
the
Heelys?
wheel-
Heelys
yeah,
are
wheels.
dope,
New?
dog.
Yeah. I just have the little the little massager
Make the
bumpy
noise.
thing.
Massage gun.
It's like
Whoa,
it's like an automated shake weight that you can put in your shoes,
Yeah.
and
They call them vibrators.
Show them to me. Oh yeah, the dance.
you guys have seen the dance. Okay, let's talk about our predictions for League's Cup. We're not going to do an update on the ongoing standings because, frankly, I don't know what they are. And Hawes, you might, but this is really Mort's job. He's checked out. We're not in league play right now, so let's just start
Just
with a
for
clean
fun, right?
slate.
Yeah.
Just for fun.
Just
But we are
fun.
still. This is still counting toward our etched glass. Rocks glasses giveaway. Yeah.
Yes.
Listener
Yes, we
giveaway.
probably should.
Yes.
Listener giveaway. You click print. You can. There's a 4 rocks heavy bottom rocks glass set that has all the crew logos and then one with 3 stars. Right? Is that
Yeah.
what it is?
Look
Well,
at those
it's
hooves.
made. It's made from Norwegian crystal, and it's truly a collector's item.
I've just
And
been
if
told
you-
it's a butterfly.
I've seen on eBay that they're selling on the secondary market for a pretty penny. So if you get 3 correct guesses, the first listener to get 3 correct guesses
And tell us.
gets a set of the glasses.
These
All right.
are really what you want to win. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Sports
Yeah,
Supply
these are
jersey
great.
Yeah.
was nice, but these glasses
Yeah,
are
the jersey signed by your
notch.
favorite podcast. No one's buying that. These are purely for
People
resale
are literally
value.
buying that.
Yeah.
We should also pause and say they did release today Supporter Supply.
and it's already sold out in all common sizes.
Yeah, that's
Does
kind
it
of
have-
Sucks.
does it
because
have-
it's beautiful.
Does
we
it
didn't even
have,
say
like,
what it was. We didn't
little
say what it
pea
was.
stains on it? Does it have little pea stains? Is it
Yes,
calico
they always do.
cut?
I mean, it's a Supporter Supply thing. There's going to be a
crewjerseys.com?
little urine on everything.
Morgan personally urinates on all supporters.
Yeah, Shrek does.
So tell us what it is, Ben.
It
Tell
is.
us what our next giveaway is going to be.
It's good.
No.
Well, we can't even give it
I
away
want one
'cause
of these. I
it's
tried to
sold
buy
out.
them this afternoon and couldn't buy one.
The Hawaiian shirt?
Yes.
Oh, the Hawaiian. I thought you were going to say
Medium,
we saw
large,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
XXL all sold out.
The Hawaiian
Medium,
shirt.
large, and XXL. So,
XL, well, 2XL. Yes,
because
they're
I
flush
got
with
yeah.
that's what I
XLs.
said, right?
Let me double check.
XXL?
Oh my lord! No, they're all XLs out. Okay, well, they dropped it today, and
XL
the
and
only
up.
ones that are left are extra small, small, 3X and 4X. So,
Yeah.
So if your kids are planning a trip to Hawaii without you,
yeah,
get, get on
yeah, I
it.
guess.
Buy 'em
Or
up.
your Uncle Santa.
Yeah. But aren't there? I thought you were going to talk about the hockey jersey.
I wonder how many. No, they teased it, which I'm all for. I want a football.
These
one.
Hawaiian jerseys are really cool.
The Hawaiian shirts are great. I mean, there's no way they're not going to. I mean, if it's sold out in one day, they're gonna run another.
Of course.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure because
I
we looked
need
up
one of
today,
these.
and I was like, because I emailed them, I'm like, hey, is it gonna shrink or whatever? And he said it's 100% what viscose fabric, viscous.
Pronunciations brought to you by the idiots of Upper 90 Club.
Is that how you spell viscous? I should have asked you guys this before we started recording.
Pronunciations.
Yeah,
Viscose.
viscous. Well, I mean,
Vis-
crap.
viscous
There's no way. What
doesn't
viscous
sound
is it
right.
like? I'm not like. Do I want a cotton polyester or viscose?
Hold on, let
Or
me
viscous?
cheese it. Let me cheese it.
Yeah, double check that. I feel crazy.
So
Wait, he
scout-
responded to you.
He says they don't
directly.
really shrink, but I'm pretty sure it's that if you've seen the Hawaiian shirts that are like really like silky, but they're not, it's not silk, but it's like, like lighter fabric or whatever. I got
Spell
an
it
extra
again.
large because
Oh,
I like
viscose.
a big boy
It's
like
a
hanging
chemically
off.
produced fiber
I'm gonna start wearing necklaces
from the natural substance cellulose
which is sugar.
It's known also as rayon.
Oh, speaking
It's
of
the same
cancer.
stuff they make those turf fields out of. Okay.
Yeah, so
Wow,
it's
full circle.
radioactive. Okay.
Support
It
Supply needs
is-
to make
it
an
is
all
100
grass Hawaiian shirt.
It is 100% leisure.
Laser?
Ding that
Oh,
one.
leisure. No, you said it right.
Leisure.
I thought you were
that
saying
Leisure.
I'm having a
quality.
rough time talking and listening.
Laser.
Laser.
Okay.
God.
Hey guys.
Hey, guys.
Quick
We're
update.
friends.
Quick update. Kansas City was in West 4 group. They went one win, one loss, one tie with Toluca and Chicago. We played them a few weeks back and won. We must have won.
We won 4-0 on June 22nd against Sporting KC at home. Wow, 4-0.
I think I called that too.
I think you did.
In my 2-game week. Okay, so what do you guys think? We're playing at home, Kansas City. Run it back. Are you guys ready to put out your scores? All right, let's talk about D's
I
next
don't know.
games.
I thought I
You got to
was.
think about that.
I'm already sweating.
Man, I don't even know. Like,
Buckle up, Buttercup.
My tongue is sweating.
I'm not good at doing things.
You're dumb.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can get this one right too.
Am I the only one that didn't guess the? Jeez. Here, I need to. Did I text more? I'm going to text more
do
and
it
ask
again?
him. Yeah, I had it up.
Just give
What's
him
your
4-0 again.
score predict? We should do.
It's like
prefix.
6 a.m.
I said prefix.
in Norway.
Yeah, he's getting
We're
up to
gonna.
run.
We should do something for this Leagues Cup, especially if we make a deeper run. We should count points and like the loser has to eat a pair.
Because you're the only one who didn't pick the same score here.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
should
probably.
definitely do
Yeah,
something.
that's something we're all going to
Unless you get it right, I'm gonna be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Let's go around the horn here. And we'll see if Mort answers. Ben, you said 3-0 Crew.
Yeah, dog.
Trey, you said 3-1. Fuck you, Peter. We are the Crew.
Yep. That's Peter Vermees.
Oh, Peter Vermees.
Mm-hmm. He's the coach of
Hawes, you also said 3-1.
He's
Yes.
still the coach, man. That's crazy.
And I said 3-1 Crew, blah. I was actually considering predicting a loss. I think we might come out rusty and get shocked, but I didn't feel comfortable
it.
being that pessimistic. So,
But it's
3-1
not
Crew.
like Kansas City's like hot.
Right.
So they
That's
lost
kind of
to-
why. That's why I flipped back. I think if we had a stronger opponent, we could get caught.
Yeah, they tied St. Louis 1-1, and St. Louis is garbage right now. They beat Chicago, who is pretty much an USL Open Cup team, Tracy, and then they lost to Toluca, who is a Mexican team. I have no idea how good Toluca is.
Why did you call me out on that?
The Open Cup reference.
Oh, because I give a crap.
Bingo.
Okay. So
Bingo.
who's going? You guys all going?
Definitely not.
I will be there.
Friday night.
Friday.
Maybe.
I'm gonna get
I don't
down
have-
on Friday.
Don't have anything else to do, so maybe.
Could we buy the rights? The
No,
licensing
it's
rights
so
to
it's
that?
gotta be so expensive to buy rights to that.
I bet
now?
you can find
Even now?
cheap tickets
Now?
on Friday.
We're talking about the song.
Right.
What's her
We're
name?
talking about-
Karen Black.
Yeah.
My brain.
Shout out Karen Black.
Definitely
All right.
not
Hey.
Karen.
We should hold on. We should shout out. I wrote it down. Alex Crognale had a baby 4 days ago. The dude, the boy,
Former
Wow.
Columbus Crew
Elliot
player.
Elliot Rose Crognale. I mean, we got to shout that out. I mean, the Crognale family is like a U.S. or a Crew staple.
Oh yeah.
They're like to support the Crew captains.
Yes.
Was that his first baby? I think it's probably first baby.
From what I read, that is the first baby.
It's probably
So
his first baby.
congrats to Alex and his wife on the birth
Yay.
of their daughter.
Clap in your car. Take your hands off the steering wheel if you're driving. Clap for baby.
And to Grandma Karen and all of the Crognale family.
Yeah, GG.
Her name's Karen too.
Her name
Was
is
she involved
Karen.
in the Friday song?
As far as I know, no, she was not.
Man, that would be awesome. We could just text her and be like, "Hey, can we get that
But
song?"
I mean, it was said that. I mean, the family, the Cronulla family, because also I believe it was Eli, the younger brother of Alex, also played for the Crew. At least he played for Academy.
Yeah.
Maryland kid, or not Maryland, played for Maryland in college. But also their grandfather showed up to almost all the games that Alex played, and was in the corner along with Will's grandfather. And it was just always a cool kind of throwback moment. If you've been a fan for a long time, it's something you do remember. So
Yeah, it's great. Rebecca Black was her name. So it's
Not related to
Alex's
Karen Cronulla. Believe it or not.
the Cronulla family. One day I'm going to come to you and I'm going to have a baby.
The Cronulla family. So Rebecca Black. So yeah, if anybody's wondering, it's Rebecca Black who sang Friday. Okay, so everyone,
and they're all going Friday.
Gotta get
What was
down
our
on
last?
Friday.
Didn't we play at
Friday.
Yankee Stadium on a Friday?
We did.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just
Okay. I think we did. I think we won that game too. All right, so we're definitely going to score 3. The KC is going to score either 0 or 1. We've not heard from Mort.
I almost went 5-0, man. I have a feeling we're gonna come out and just poop everywhere. I mean, they're hot off 3 games coming up to our stadium. I don't know if you guys follow Cucho. He was like on the beach having fun.
Who?
Do we know what the schedule looks like for the next game? How spread out are these games?
It is the 12th, so it is 5 days later. That does kind of suck. So it's gonna be like mid next week. But the good news is, I think we have home. I'm pretty sure we just have
play
home
at
field
home
advantage
all the way out.
rest of the
That's
way
how I
out,
said
right?
that. Yeah.
I believe so.
So we don't got to go nowhere. And my thing about traveling is like, traveling sucks.
Yeah, so many miles and trips, especially when you leave from your house.
I listen. I'm tired of the cruise bus leaving from my house.
Yeah, why
it's
do
like
they
way out of the
always
way?
meet at your house?
Way out of line.
Why do
way
they
out of
always
line.
take a bus?
Even when they're going out west, they come to Blacklick, and I'm like,
yeah, take a bus to
which is
the
Gahanna
airport
City School,
from your
so
house.
that's cool. But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's a tax play. Okay, guys, I think that's it. We'll see you in a week, and at that point, we will have played 2 games, right? No,
Yeah, I mean,
we're
we're
gonna
going to record
after
on
1.
Sunday, so
we'll
yeah,
record on Sunday.
we'll be back in like 3 days.
Okay. All right, then we'll look ahead to Miami.
Welcome to
Bienvenidos.
or Toronto.
And go Crew. It won't be Toronto.
Thanks everyone for joining the club. We hope you'll listen next week and every week, even in the off season, to celebrate or commiserate. We'll save you a seat. If you like this podcast, please give us 5 stars and subscribe. You can email us at upper90clubpod@gmail.com. That's upper90clubpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at upper90clubpod. Go Crew!
I just saw Upchurch on X has a new bill going for all supporter supply shirts to be made 100% of grass. Bill 666.
Yeah! Helmet time!